All right, well, we're keeping an eye on some severe weather, of course, across the northern tier of the nation. But before we get into that, we're talking about tropics. Of course, the Atlantic outlook may be a little bit more interesting over the next 5 days. And we do have that southwestern heat building pretty rapidly and pretty dramatically by the end of the week. Well, we do have a couple of areas of interest by the National Hurricane Center, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Atlantic Basin, rather. We do have, of course, a low potential of these developing over the next 5 days. But kind of watching this particular one as it travels across the central Atlantic, and of course this one over the Yucatan Peninsula in eastern Mexico there. All right, switching gears to severe weather. This was a view from Bloomington, Minnesota. We had some downed trees overnight. Some of the strongest wind gusts from Tuesday night occurring upwards of near hurricane force in Odessa and Breckenridge. Moorhead, a 64-mile-per-hour wind gust. We even had about a dozen tornado reports, most of which were in eastern South Dakota, but 3 of those in west central Minnesota. But a very active day yesterday. Today's severe weather threat shifting east just a little bit. It's a slight risk even down into West Texas. Looks like damaging winds would be our primary concern here, along with, again, some large hail. But the severe threat does include even that tornado threat. So kind of watching that, of course, as we head into the next several hours. Severe weather threat on Thursday, of course, showing up down in the central and southern U.S. And even on Friday, we have another threat across the midsection of the nation. So it is going to be somewhat active, but the best chance of severe weather today kind of shifting east of the Mississippi River Valley. There could be some pockets, very heavy rain, including Milwaukee, Chicago, down into the central U.S. Temperature-wise here, we are still cool across the northwest, but it is heating up in the southwest. In fact, looking at those temperatures to really be ramping up in Phoenix. Take a look at our temperatures as we head into next week. Could even be getting close to 120. Same for Death Valley, where we have excessive heat watches and warnings already posted.